So the band Stoneside is already responsible for one of my favorite EPs this year. However, it would appear that they are not content stopping there, and they've already released some new music. I've already heard an earlier demo that they put out on their SoundCloud, but this is a new track altogether from a new EP. This track is called Iodine, and it features Tim of No Oath. I've not heard that band, but I'm curious to hear how his guitar work plays out on this track, and I'm curious to see what new tales of the dead befall us now that we are out of the water and into the desert. So without further ado, let's give it a listen. Liking that synth work there, mixing with that clean guitar work. Already off to a good start. Very dramatic, low-key.
I don't wanna talk. I roll my red eyes back, closed and latched, still you watch. Sweep from left to right, 3609. It never lies. Like some electric light.
Liking all the flourishes of the electronic elements there. Like a processed cymbal, some electronic kicks, some good harmonies here.
Iodine night sky, diagnosed this time. Sickness or a crime, profane, something fine, as you define.
Is that Wheeler or Crane on the harmonies there, or is that a potential another vocalist?
Shut your mouth until you can. 10 times five.
Nice drop in those, but ooh, that's a very interesting synth. Okay. Fuck. Oh yeah, that sounded fucking nice. Alright. That was a really cool passage. I almost kind of wished it kept momentum, but we have to hear the rest of the song to properly judge. Swear to God, you don't sneeze all day and then like during the middle of a video fucking... Shit, that's really nice, dude. So really love those fucking harmonies there too. There's a lot of really nice choices in this.
Iodine night sky, diagnosed this time. My pathologize, sickness or a crime, as you define.
This part I do wish lasted a little longer the first time, but I'm glad we got it back. This part's awesome. The way it almost feels like synths are forming the main lead here. It's just it's a really unique and nice sound. Oh, it's nasty. I do love how much more willing Crane is to let out those really powerful belts. I know he did it like once or twice on Water, but so far both songs I've heard off of this new project have really laid into it. Some dark shit they're singing about, but of course it is. All right. Nah, man. You just feel that. Okay. Is that it? That was it. Cool. That was Iodine. Let's talk about it. So the thing I like about Stoneside is the way they take a similar formula to Sleep Token, where it's like these really ambient electronic textures that lead into extremely heavy djent sections, but they kind of mix it up and tweak it a little bit by introducing their own elements from various different genres, and they always have a little bit less predictable song structure. As a result, I'm always finding myself interested and hearing different segments that latch onto me more than just the really big, heavy djent breakdowns, which I feel like a lot of people come to Sleep Token for. Not all people, mind you. I love Sleep Token for all their bits and all the little components, but I do notice that a lot of people are usually, when they're watching reactors, they're waiting for them to hit that drop. Here, I feel like there's a little bit more to sink my teeth into and to get excited about, such as, for example, the synth work in the guitar section. Now, I know there's a lot of good guitar section. I'm gonna be honest about this. The Oath guy couldn't quite pick out what parts were him and what parts were just Stoneside. I don't feel like he made a huge marked impact on the sound as far as like twisting it away from a Stoneside track, which is fine. You know, I mean, if he's a friend of the band, I'm sure they were plenty excited to have him on. I definitely liked the different experimentations with electronics on this one. The emphasis on the more moody sections with like different keys going in, different pads, different synth textures. There's a lot of it in the Water, but I feel like here they did lean in a little bit more and they explored maybe some more vibrant, brighter sounds to mix in and help kind of add a more complex, eclectic atmosphere, which I was really, really into. Lyrical content. They don't usually provide lyrics for their music, though usually the idea is it's telling the story and or tribulations of a fallen individual. Usually real life inspiration, I believe. I believe he either does research on them or they were figures in his past that they speak about. So here, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I'd have to like be able to read lyrics or listen to it multiple times, which I will do in the future, especially if there's an EP coming out or a full album. Either way, I'm definitely into the atmosphere and I'm kind of excited to hear about what more stories we have coming from these guys. But I will add a couple more notes that bring this maybe above the Water a little bit, or at least up there with the best songs on the Water. It's the intensity. I feel like Crane is a little bit more confident on these tracks. On Iodine and the other track, I kind of actually forget the name completely on that one. But he's a lot more confident. He's got a lot more power in his vocals. The belts are hitting harder and a little bit more frequently. He did hit a couple impressive belts and or screams in in the water, but I do feel like since they are happening a little bit more on these two tracks, we might see that becoming more of a mainstay on the next album, which I dig a lot. I think that not every piece of music has to have heavy vocals per se, but in the case of Stoneside, it's a nice contrast to his voice going from this kind of dreamy, almost ethereal, ghost-like lower tone to the horrors of death and the traumas that surround these people, and just executing it with such powerful climatic energy that flows through all the instruments, and his, half screamed, half just practically yelled vocals that even often don't make up words. They're just it's great. It's really good stuff. Looking forward to seeing more, but definitely suffice it to say I was very enthused about this track, and let me know what your thoughts are about it, you guys. All your thoughts and articulations, which I'm now running out of articulation, so I'm gonna get out of your hair. As you can see, I've got like kind of a new setup, and I've only just recently got my camera back up because it went down. I broke it setting this up, so hopefully y'all like everything displayed today. Links down below, support Stoneside, all that good shit. I'm sure they'll have plenty of music coming out soon. Been checking their socials, they have a lot of little teasers, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes through. Either way, thank you so much for watching. This has been me. Socials are down below, all that good shit. You know what's up. Usually I plug a lot, but since I've already stretched this out long enough, we're done plugging. Have a good day. Bye-bye.